Hi everyone, my name's Daniel Baxter, one of the co-founders here at Your Hot Property. I've been asked a lot of questions lately, just from people who obviously how we do things a little bit different when it comes to real estate and selling your own property and how it all works. So I wanted to put together the 7 steps to solve. It's a simple way to sell your own home. So let's get started. So there's 7 simple steps. So first of all, pricing your property correctly, ultra important. This next, presenting your property. If you want to get the best sale price, definitely one to look out for. Preparing you for the sale. This is really important because it's about how you're going to feel during that sale period, making sure that you feel really confident. Advertising your property online. How are we going to find the maximum amount of buyers to purchase your property? Dealing with inquiries and offers. Obviously, this is when we're getting to the exciting part. I want to make sure you feel really prepared for that. And then negotiating and accepting offers. How do you do that and get the very best price possible? And then obviously my number one, my favorite, popping that champagne because that's when your property's sold. So let's get going. So step one, pricing your property. So first of all, we're going to be making up a comparative market analysis report. So what is this? Well, basically, it's an examination of prices and similar properties in your area to help us determine a price to list when selling your home. So we're basically going to have you, and also we're going to work with you. We're going to do our due diligence. We're going to make sure that we're, comparing apples with apples, and so we get a really good idea of, what's the best price to market your property. And look, we spend a lot of time on this with our clients because it's so important, because it's one of those things that can make or break a sale. You've probably seen the property sit there on the market and not sell, and that's not what we want. That's why it's so crucial. Secondly, presenting your property. So if you want to achieve a quick sale and a great sale price, this is ultra important. Not enough people do this, and it doesn't cost a lot to get this right. So a lot of people say to me, look, they're not sure, what to do or where do you spend your time or money when it comes to this. And look, we understand. So look, and there's no problem with this. That's why we provide a free property staging kit that's been made up by an interior stylist, because we want to make sure we're providing you with the best info so you can get the best price possible when it comes to selling your home. And look, remember, you only get one chance to make a great first impression. So seriously, let's make sure we make it count. Now, step three, preparing you for the sale. And look, knowledge is power and confidence is key when it comes to anything. So we're going to prepare you with everything you'll need to know, from dealing with your buyers, as far as, the questions they're going to ask you when they come to inspect. So you feel really confident that you've got the right answers to give them, because we're going to give you those. Because there's always a bunch of common questions that they ask. And then even up to understanding your legals. So you know what you need to do and when. And obviously, look, that process is a lot more simple than people think. But we're going to make sure you feel confident with that too. And look, we're going to show you how to achieve the best price possible for your property. That's giving you all of the bits and pieces along the way that you need to create a professional appearance for your property. And look, step four, advertising your property online. Look, advertising your property on Australia's two largest and most popular real estate websites is everything in the real estate market when it comes to, how we advertise property these days. This is where over 90% of all buyers are searching for their next home. So look, that's where we want to be, real estate and domain for sure. So don't waste your money on expensive print media campaigns. That's just a bit of a tip. Look, they look fantastic, but the problem is not enough people are searching there for the next property, and it's just so expensive for the return you get for your investment. And look, buyers love dealing directly with the owner of the property. And let's be honest here, you know that property better than anyone else. If it comes to renos you've completed, all the ins and outs, fittings, fixtures, features, and things like that, local amenities, you are the best person by far to answer any of those questions to a potential buyer. And look, it's a bit unfortunate, but there's very few people out there that actually trust agents because of a few bad experiences they might have had in the past. So you're already ahead of the game when it comes to that, because people are going to enjoy actually meeting you and having a normal conversation. Step six, negotiating and accepting an offer. This is one of my favorites. And look, to be honest, it's probably one of the most feared areas when it comes to selling your own home that I find when I chat to our clients. And look, it's easy if you set your boundaries from the start. So if you set, what your minimum price you're happy to accept is, settlement periods, anything else that's, a non-negotiable. If you set them from the start, you know exactly where that sale, is prepared to go at any point, and you don't have to have a waiver on those unless you obviously want to. And having support and expert advice, throughout the negotiation and offer process takes all the fear out of this. Because if you know you've got us to lean on for help and support, to give you proven negotiation strategies to get you the best sale price, you're going to do everything you possibly can to achieve that higher sale price. And that's exactly what we want to help you do. Now, step seven, absolutely my favorite, popping that champagne because that means your property sold. So I want you to celebrate, with your friends and family because you deserve it. And look, you're allowed to brag a little to them too because you've earned this. You really have. So calculate how much money you just saved yourself, and what will you spend that money on? Just have a bit of a think about that for me. Now, just a bit of a side note. So Ryan and Sally, they're from Carringbara, New South Wales. A couple of our clients, they sold their townhouse after their first open for inspection, so half an hour's work. They sold it for $20,000, more than three local agents told them they would get as a very best price. And best of all, they saved themselves another $20,000 in agent commission advertising fees. So that's a $40,000 turnaround from where they probably would have been happy with that agent. And look, just take a quick look at that picture for me. And that's Ryan and Sally and their little daughter Tilly. And that's their new kitchen that they put in their home because with the money that they saved from not having to pay that commission. And that's really exciting because, I mean, they've now got their dream kitchen and they didn't have to wait to save up for that. And look, these numbers for us, I guess they just keep growing. Today, just to give you an idea, we've helped Australian homeowners just like you sell over $262 million worth of property using our Own It Expert system. And we've also saved our clients a combined total over 6.1 million in commission payments alone, up to this date. And look, just as a bit of a side note there too, look, our mission is actually to save our clients 20 million by 2020. So we'd love to add your commission saved to that number too. So please help us get there. And look, how much commission will you pay? So bit of a thing here, agents, you've probably noticed they like to work in percentages. They don't ever use dollar figures. A reason for that, obviously, a percentage, if they talk 2.2, 3.2, 4.5, whatever it might be, sounds a hell of a lot less than, if they're talking $20,000, doesn't it? So that's why they do that. Not many of them will ever work out that dollar figure for you. So have a look at the left column, work out where your, approximate property value lies, then head across to the right hand column, and that's going to be your expected agent commission advertising fees. If it's about 2.2%, you're going to pay. A lot of areas are a hell of a lot higher than that, so that's really conservative. A lot of money. Now think about it. What could you do with that money you just worked out you would save? You could buy a brand new car, a stunning new kitchen for your property. Maybe it's that European holiday that you guys have been talking about for years that you've never actually been able to afford to go on. It's within your reach now. Now, what's your next step? So if you're serious about selling your home and you'd like to organise a time to chat with us about your property and what you need to do next, request your free copy of the 7 Steps to Sale. And obviously you can reach us for a quick informal chat as well, 1300 337 653, our email, live chat below as well. And look, just have a bit of a listen to Simon and Alina's story. They've got a great one. They're actually filming this from Singapore Airport, so it's definitely one to listen to.
This week's shout out goes to Your Hot Property coming in from Singapore Airport. They helped us sell our property on the Lower North Shore in Sydney recently, and they were absolutely amazing.
We saved about 20 grand in agent fees, and not only that, we also got about 15K more than we wanted to get for the place. As Simon said, we are chatting from the Singapore airport, just coming back from our 6-week holidays that those agent fees bought us. Got some tan and tropical sun and everything.
They were really great. They supported us the whole way through. We had lots of silly questions. We freaked out a little bit at first. We weren't sure what to do, when to do it, but they were there every step of the way. They gave us all the answers we needed, all the guidance, plenty of useful tips and guides as well. The hardest part of the whole process was really getting the property ready for sale. And we had to do that whether we used them or an agent anyway. So it really, really worked out well.
Yeah, and also the photos that we got were professional. At the end of the day, the ad looked exactly like all the other ads done by the professional agents, and we had just as many people coming through our open inspections. And that's another point. We were really nervous to do the open inspections until we did, and it turned out to be actually a lot of fun.
Yep. So would we use them again? We would absolutely use them again if we had the opportunity. Definitely recommend them.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
So there we go, guys. Simon and Alina's story, obviously another fantastic one. And as I said, if you've got any questions, please get in contact with us, 1300 337 653. Thank you.